Hello, all of you. How are you all? How are you all preparing? So some of the students, when I said I'm giving tonnage tax today, it's like, ma'am, this is not asked. Very true. Like since years, I have seen twice. I can say from 2013 to 22, twice they have asked tonnage tax. But when it is asked, it's a 5 marks question. And you cannot take any chance in the professional exam. Okay. But sure, we'll make sure that today's class for tonnage tax, I will not teach you anything out of the way, which is relevant for you all to solve in exam, the problems, and that much concept only we will do. So two things you can expect from today's class in very crisp and clear way. One is MCQs. There are very nice small questions which can be asked in MCQs, and one 5 mark question, 1 or 2, whatever are there, we will do. Okay. Now, as I'm starting with this, I want to recollect if anyone in the class is having any doubt in equalization levy. I taught you the concept well. I have given you 3 flowcharts also. 165, wherein equalization levy is to be deducted 6%. 165A for e-commerce operator, where it is 2% they need to pay and then they can take the money. It's not deducted, it's added on, but e-commerce operator should pay. What are the conditions when equalization levy is not to be paid, and when they are paying equalization levy, then that income becomes exempt in India because 6% they are paying, okay, in the form of the tax, and then no other way that income is taxable. Okay, so this is the gist, and linked with that I have revised 194O also. I do agree, I rushed yesterday in the procedural part, that is equalization levy also. If you don't pay on time, then 100 rupees per day penalty. That's simple, give it a reading and leave. Okay, so any doubts are there in equalization levy? You want to discuss it now, or straight we can go to tonnage tax? Though we are doing international taxation right now, the first point very important is tonnage tax is applicable to residents who are involved in shipping business, resident shipping company, and they have at least one qualifying ship which is used corely for the shipping business other than non-qualifying. So what is non-qualifying is given in the material. So what is this? That you have a qualifying ship, you are resident, you have got an option to go for tonnage tax. Tonnage tax is like section 44 AD, AE and all. For every light goods vehicle, 7,500 per month you pay, and you're free as a transporter. No need to maintain books, no need to get it audited. Here, in your shipping business, you can maintain regular P&L account and all. And if you wish, you can pay lump sum tonnage tax at the rates given per day. What is your income for 100 tons is fixed up to these many tons, and all slab rates are there, like you calculate tax on your income. Okay, once you give that tonnage tax, government will not ask you anything on that tonnage tax. 30% tax on tax e-cess, just pay it and you're free. But this scheme is optional. Once you enter into this, you cannot opt out for 10 years. In case you break the rule and you opt out, you again cannot opt in for the next 10 years from where you have opted out. And one more condition along with this is, if you're going for the scheme of tonnage tax, you need to at least 20% of your income you need to deposit into tonnage tax reserve and use it in the coming 8 years to buy assets, that is ships and all related to your business. And whenever you buy, you cannot sell it within 3 years, and all those conditions are there. So very simple, this topic is, and scoring. Let us start it now. Okay. Yesterday we have finished this equalization levy. We'll do the concept, then we'll work out 2 problems. This is all given in the miscellaneous provision, study note 14. Tonnage tax, section 115B to section 115BZC. Okay, it is a scheme for computation of profits and gains of business of operating qualifying ships under the provisions of this chapter. So it is like presumptive taxation for operating shipping business. Okay, right. Now, qualifying company. Qualifying company, it is an Indian company. Point number one. Tonnage tax is applicable to Indian company, not to non-resident, whose poem is in India, place of effective management. More than 50% board meeting, more than 50% employees and PF and all is paid in India. And they have at least one qualifying ship, and main object is to carry on the business of operating ship. Market, very important. This is covering the points for your MCQs. I'll give you how they'll ask MCQ or 1 3-mark theory question and 2 main questions, and this chapter is done. Qualifying company is an Indian company. Poem is in India, and at least one qualifying ship, and main object is to carry on the business of operating ships. Okay? Poem. Place where board of directors of the company or its executive directors make their decision, or in case board routinely approve the decisions made by directors or officers, then the place such directors or executives. So whoever is taking the decision, where the decision is implemented is not important, dear students. Where the decision is taken is important. Okay, right. And what do you mean by qualifying ship? It means a sea-going ship or vessel of 15 net tons. 15 net ton means it is the cargo capacity. You can write here. Cargo capacity or more, certified by the Director General of Shipping Company. All right. So tonnage tax scheme is optional. It is applicable to Indian company who is having poem in India, at least one qualifying ship. Main business is operating the ship. Okay. Now, sea-going ship or vessel, if the main purpose for which it is used is the provision of goods or service of a kind normally provided on land. Acha, what am I reading right now? Excludes. So this is non-qualifying ship. Other than this, what you have? So the first one, sea-going ship or vessel, if main purpose of which is used for the provision of goods or service of kinds which is normally provided on land. Like, you can say cruises. India maybe now they've started with cruises from Goa to Mumbai and like that. So these are not called as qualifying ship. Fishing vessels, not allowed. Factory ships, including a vessel providing service in respect of processing of the fishing produce. So fishing vessel, and then sometimes for storage of the fishing vessels, you have a ship and all that is not allowed. Pleasure craft used for sports and recreations, ferries and those where dance programs and all will go, visitors will be there for the day and all that. Harbor and river ferries not allowed. Harbor and river ferries, like we have ferries to go from North Goa to South Goa, including your car and all. So from Kolkata, Banaras, internal transportations is there, waterways not allowed. Offshore installations. So in the form of the ships, you are using an offshore installation like deep in the sea, crude oil extraction plants are there. To operate that plant, the people stay in a ship or a vessel, which is called as offshore install. Usko nahi lagega. A qualifying ship which is used as fishing vehicle for a period of more than 30 days, gone. If you are a qualifying ship, you cannot do the fishing work. If you are doing con. So other than this, what is your business? Okay. And that business, if you are a resident or Indian company and your poem is in India, you are having at least one qualifying ship. You may have 6 ships which are chartered. Chartered means taken on rent. So many times people take portion of ship on rent. Oh, this ship is 4 floor, 1 floor I will take it on rent. In the technical language, it is called as taken on charter. So 1 floor I will take it on rent, like that. So that is not a qualifying ship. Okay. So qualifying ship is a sea-going ship or vessel of 15 net tons and only pure cargo. Ferries and fishing and leisure boats and rides, water rides, and all this is not allowed. Okay? Right. The main business of company should be operating of ship. Company should own at least one qualifying ship, except one other may be chartered. Chartered means what? Ship given on rent to others. One ship you should at least use for your shipping business. Rest, if you want to use it, or you can charter, give it on rent to others. A company shall be regarded as operating a ship if operates any ship, whether owned or chartered. Okay, it includes even a part of ship has been chartered in by it in an arrangement such as slot charter, space charter, joint. Slot charter means, okay, this ship belongs to me every day from morning 11 to 2. So 11 to 2 I will use that slot. Or space charter, as I told you first, like this. So this kind of operating is allowed, but one qualifying ship you should have which is not chartered. Company shall not be regarded as operating of ship which has been chartered out by it. Bareboat and all. ठीक है, leave this. I'm literally saying leave. एक बार पढ़ दो, पढ़ना है तो पढ़ना, नहीं तो छोड़ दो. Not important. Options for tonnage tax scheme, it is optional. But once excised, the provision becomes mandatory. Company shall file an application to the Joint Commissioner within 3 months of incorporation of 3 months from the date when they get qualifying company. JCIT will pass or refuse within 1 month. Order of JCIT will be valid for a period of 10 years. So once you get into it, 10 years, you are qualified for tonnage tax. And if you want to opt out, you can. But then again, you will not get to re-enter for the next 10 years. Order can be reviewed for a further time period of 10 years within 1 year from the end of the previous year. Once opting out scheme of the company can't opt in again for the next 10 years. Star mark the first and the sixth point important for exam. Tonnage tax scheme is optional. Once you opt in, you should not opt out. You get a permission for 10 years. In case you opt out, you again cannot opt in for the next 10 years. Okay. Now, the core part of this, how do you calculate the income? Compute the daily tonnage income. Dear students, there we have calculated for transporter 7,500 per month per vehicle for the light goods vehicle. And for heavy goods vehicle, it was 1,000 per ton. So here, this now table you buttify it, whatever you call, karna padega isko learn. But it is scoring and word sparing 45 minutes with me. So suno dhyan se. Compute the daily tonnage income of each qualifying ship up to 1,000 tons. Rupees 70 for per 100 tons. Daily tonnage. 1,000 to 10,000 means on the next 9,000. On the next 9,000. 53 for the 100 tons. So on the next 9,000 it is 53 for 100 tons. So 9,000 tons ke liye kitna? For 10,000 to 25,000. On next 15,000 tons, 42. But why they are adding this? That slab rate kind of calculation. Above 20,000, 29. So first you have to remember 70, 53, फिर 1 कम कर दो, 42, 29. 70, 53, 42, 29. Say again. Today I taught advanced tax and interest for interest students. I was in fact remembering all of you. Because like interest 230 for ABC, FGH, jo fees, ye sab hai na? This is all very important for all of you actually. Anywhere they can ask you these questions. Okay. Chalo. So up to 1,000, 70, 1,000 to 10,000, 53, 10,000 to 25,000, 42, above 25,000, 29. Will you remember? And these are the daily income rates for 100 tons. Tonnage shall be determined based on the valid certificate. Tonnage shall be rounded off to nearest 100 tons. Kilos to ignore hi kar do. 1 ton, that is 1000 kg. That also you can round it off to nearest. So nearest 100 tons is 5890 ton है, तो आप कितना लोगे? 5900. हंड्रेड्स में राउंड ऑफ करना है. 5825 है, तो आप कितना लोगे? 5800. Write down if you want to write this. So tons are to be rounded off in the multiples of 100. Take your time. We are immediately now solving the problem. हो गया theory. 45 minutes is enough for this topic. Yeah. Have you finished writing and the circling and all that, whatever I have done? ये देखो. What is the daily tonnage income per qualifying ship? 70, 53, 5 में 1 कम, 4, 3 में 1 कम. So 42, 70, 53, 42, 29. And this side up to 1000, 1000 to 10,000, 10 to 25, above 25. Clear? Now, how did you get 700? Up to 1000 tons by 100 into 70. Clear है? 1000 tons. 100 का 70, तो 1000 का कितना? 700. So that we have added then 53. So up to 1000 tons it is 700. Now the next 9000 into 53 divide by 100. So for 100 tons, 53. For 9000, how much? Pick up your calculators and I want all of you to write all this. ये सब लिखना है. Today only I have put a message. I don't know if you all have seen, to sync it, ink it. So that's why I always say do this 3D, 5D makeup of your material. Write it. Why did I make you write the booster notes for equalization levy when I could have given you printed? So that it gets printed in your mind and you score super well. RI sabko 4770. 4770 and plus this 700. So when you go to next, automatically 5470. Please message me. Chat box is open. Those who all are attending live, if you have any doubt, pucho. Yeah. Now, 10,000 to 25,000. That is on 15,000 into 42 by 100. 100 tons, 42 is the income. 15,000. Why 15,000? Above 10, less than 25. Kitna? So 15,000 into 42 divided by 100. This is 6,300 plus 4770 plus 700. Automatically you have got 11,770. I want you all to write this, please. ये सब लिखना है आपको. जैसे मैं लिख रही हूँ वैसे लिखो. 70, 53, 42, 29. 1000, 10,000, 25,000, above 25. So with this, can we solve some problems and rounding off is clear or not? Some more procedural part is there, but before that, let us do some problems. We'll right now take up problem number 4. Problem number 4. Rehan Limited having its registered office. In Chennai. So 2 vessels they have. Registered tonnage of the vessel is 47,549 into 800. So 47,500 tons rounded off. 27,759. So 27,800 rounded off. 27,800 is rounded off. Clear? Chalo. Now the accounts of the book. Acha. And the first vessel has worked for 360 days. Second has worked for 199 days. So pehle per day we will calculate the income, then multiply with number of days. Anyone is having any doubt in reading the 5-mark problem? Can write here 5 marks. This is asked twice. Profit from core shipping business is 60.5 lakhs. This is from your shipping business. But as they said that if you want to go for tonnage tax, you don't have to pay tax on this. Incidental income is other small income. You don't have to pay tax. There's a reason I'll teach after completing this problem. Compute the tax payable taking note of the new provisions. Also indicate the specified conditions for the applicability of the new procedure. So problem number 4 in your notebook now. Super duper scoring. I don't want to take any chance. Hai na? If they ask why we should miss out. Yeah. Chalo, write down some details, please. Sections, if you remember, okay, otherwise leave it. No problem. Iske sections important nahi. Had it been assessment procedure 143.3, 144, I have said 10 times so that you learn it. Tonnage tax. Tonnage tax. Optional scheme. It is optional, but you cannot decide every year. You want to go for it or not? Once for you decide and done. So which problem we are doing right now? Problem number 4. Is from the scanner only, asked long back. Now there are 2 ships, particulars, ship 1 and ship 2. है ना? Ship 1 and ship 2. Ship 1 में tons कितने हैं? Total tons. Bracket में rounded off. Total tons rounded off. 47,549 is 47,500. 47,549.8. And this was like 27,759.4. So 27,800 tons. Clear to all of you tons? Now, first, up to 1,000 tons. 70 for 100, so for 1,000, 700. Clear or not? The way I'm writing, is it clear? Yeah, you can write 1,000 into 70 by 100. 100 tons per day income is 70, so 1,000 tons is 700. Next, up to 10,000. So on the next 9,000, 53 by 100. 9, it is like so easy and scoring. Why you want to take a chance? ये करके आना है, एग्जाम में मार्क्स लेना है, डिग्री लेना है, आगे बढ़ना है. Yes. Equalize. Acha, okay. I'm seeing all your doubts also in chat. Equalization levy, I have given you the booster notes. The concept which you needed, I think here not needed. That table is already printed nicely in book. Still, if you need, let me know. Booster notes. 9,000 into 53. Now, next is up to 25,000. So the next 15,000, it is 42. 70, 53, एक come 42, 29. So 15,000 into 42 divided by 100. So that is 6,300, 6,300. Done. Now, balance. 25,000 tons are over. So 47,500 minus 25,000 tons are over. How much? 47,500 minus 25,000 tons are over. So 22,500. 22,500 into 29 by 100. So this is coming to how much? 6525. Next, 27,800 minus 1,000 minus 9,000 minus 15,000. So balance is 2,800. $2,800 into 29 by 100 is coming to how much? 819. $27,800 minus 25,000 is 2,800 tons into 29 divided by 100. So 812 it is coming. So this is the income per day. Yes, multiplied by number of days. This is the income per day, per ship. So 700 plus 4770 plus 6,300 plus 6525. So it is coming to 18. One second. 18,295. And now this side, how much it is? 700 plus 4770 plus 6,300 plus 812. 12,582. चेक करो करेक्ट आ रहा है. This is income per day multiplied by number of days. Multiplied by number of days. The first ship is working for 360 days. It's given in the problem. And second is working for 199 days. So what is the total income? Tonnage income. Multiplied by 190 days, it got operated. 25,03,818. 18,295. 65, 86, 200. So what is the total income of the company under the tonnage tax? $90,90,018. 90,90,018. And on that, what rate of tax we should pay? 30%. Why? Because it's an Indian company. Let us round off the total income because it's a company 288, 288B. Income and tax is rounded off in the multiples of 10. And now tax thereon. 30%. 27,006. And on that, E says. Yeah, is it easy or not? Some of you are messaging, but everyone is not messaging. Is the why 3% E says, really sorry, 4%. 109080. Why leave? Because it's not asked. You don't know professional exams. In Inter, I remember never they will ask you company final accounts being vast, and once they asked in compulsory question number 1 for 12 marks. So you cannot take a chance in professional exams. Finally, the tax payable. Check the whole problem, scroll up and ask me if you have any doubt. पूछो कोई भी doubt है तो और पूरा scroll करो. Yeah, ask me if you have any doubt. One more variety of problem is there that if they misutilize and all. If it's not there, I'll give my own example. That is also very nice. Once again, up to 1,000 tons, it is 70. Next 9,053. Next 15,000. Okay. 42 and balance 29 per ton is the income per day. Depending on the number of days the ship is used, you can take the income and then add the tax. That is, add means calculate the tax 30% and the ESES. Tell me please, is it easy or not, tonnage tax? It is optional. It's for Indian company whose poem is in India, and they need to take the permission for 10 years. They cannot opt out in and out every year. Once they opt out, they cannot re-enter. At least they should have one qualifying ship other than ship which is used as ferry, offshore or fishing and all that. Unko chhod ke they should have one qualifying ship. Okay, chalo. Next, one more problem is there. Instead of giving homework, shall we quickly do it? Next problem we can do faster than this and together. Yeah, this is core income, not taxable. Other income ke liye I'll give you a note. Problem number 3 right now I'm doing. Tushar Shipping Company have registered office again. Same registered tonnage is 47,500 only. Same this time also. But here it is 25,759. So 25,800. And 360 days and 200 days. Same, their core income is there and all. So little difference is there. Here it was 27,800. Now I'm doing 25,800. So the first part is same, but still for practice. So many times you all have written tables in maths book, no, right hand side 2 into 2, 4, 2 into 9, 18 like that. बस ऐसे ही चलो कर लेते हैं एक बार. One second. With good speed, let us do. And little bit procedural part is also there. That also we will do. Small. I think they can ask you that procedural part also for 2-3 marks. Like if the reserve is not used. That's what I'm doing next. But oh, why this screen share? Just once I will complete the problem with you. I don't want to give homework. 1 second. Notebook I'm trying to open. Yeah, Let us do this problem together now. Problem number 3, computation of income and tax of the shipping company registered in India. Again, 2 ships are there. Depending on number of ships, you can calculate this per ship. Up to 1000. 1000 into 70 by 100. 700, 700. Ship 1 and ship 2. Next, up to 10,000. So on the next 9,000 into 53 by 100. Kitna aa raha hai? I think if you have ready earlier, you can copy from there. 4770, 4770. Up to 25,000, that is 15,000 into 41 by 100. 615061. Oh, sorry, 42, huh? Sorry, 42. 53 और दोनों में एक एक कम. 6,300. Now here, how many tons are there? Just now we have seen 47,500. Here, how many tons are there? 27,800. No, 25,800. Change. Correctly करते हैं इसको. So now balance. Already 25,000 tons are over. So balance 22,500 tons into 29 by 100. How much is it coming? 22,500 into 29 by 100. 6525. Now add on total income per day. 6525 plus 6,300 plus 4770 plus 700. So it's coming to 18,295. And that side, 25,800 minus already 25,000 tons are over. So only 800 into 29 by 100. Into 29 by 100. And that comes to 232 plus 6,000. First figures will always be same, no? Like your slab rates, 5 lakh, 8 lakh, 9 lakh. First is 12,500, no? Up to 5 lakh. Like that. 12,002 is the income per day. And number of days the ship operated according to the per day income is 360. And here it is 199. Total income per ship. Are you able to do faster as I am doing? 2388. Am I taking the days correctly? 3. Huh? No, it's 200 days, no? I got mixed up with the data. 1 minute. Problem number 3 we are doing. 360 days and 200 days. So first you complete the first one. 18,295 into 360. That is how much is the income? $65.86. 200 is the correct answer. 12,002 into. Are you all having calculator or not? Final exam, no one will calculate. Even in my routine class today, I was solving the problem, simple problem for advanced tax. Half of the class was sitting idle without calculator. कोई तो और करेगा, हम concept समझ लेते हैं. But then in exam also you need to have that speed, so everyone should calculate. All are doing wrong calculations, including Dipti ma'am. You alone are doing correct, so you please calculate. ठीक है? Right, 65, 86, 200. So what is the total income of the ship now for both the ships? Total income is 89, 86, 600. Done. Very correct, Manogna. Thank you. Now let us calculate the tax on that. It's an Indian company, so tax will be 30%. Good. And on that, ESES will be 4%. If required, we might take surcharge also. 107,839. So 2695, 980, yes, plus 107,839, and that is coming to, see, we took 7 minutes, 28,03,819, and 5 marks problem. Nice, nice, good. All the answers are correct. Tax payable. And now last we should do rounded off. 2803,820. 2803,820. Clear to all of you? Simple it is. These figures are to fixed up to this 700, but I don't feel ever we should buttify this 4770 and see. We should know 70, 53, 48, 29. We said 1000, 10,000, 25 and above. So that this part is clear. One more kind of the problem related to reserves they can ask, but that I'll explain after doing some calculation. So come back to our material, please, all of you. So what did I say? Tonnage tax is applicable to Indian company. Poem is in India. They should have one qualifying ship, excluding this, which is important. Scratch or bear and all that not needed. For 10 years, you can do this calculation is important. Name of the ship, tonnage, tax, income per day, number of days. Like that, you can calculate the income. Okay. Qualifying ship is operated by 2 or more companies or joint interest or agreement for use. Then each company's share is definite amount equal to share of income. Yeah. If the companies are sharing the qualifying ship, then according to their share, income will be taxable in their hands. If not returnable, they compute as if each company has only one operator, everyone will pay the tax if their share is not decided. Okay. Relevant shipping company means income from core activities. Incidental activities not exceeding 0.5% of the turnover of core activities. Not 0.5%. Core activities income or tonnage tax, whichever is lower, and all. वो सब नहीं है. Go for tonnage tax if you want to go. But then, if we are going for this, I want all of you to write core activities or tonnage tax. दोनों में से कोई भी एक. Core activities or tonnage tax. दोनों में से कोई भी एक you are going. Incidental activities are not taxable if they are up to 0.25% of the turnover. टर्नओवर का ही 0.25 है, तो प्रॉफिट इसका अगर 0.25 से कम है, like in that problem, the income was in lakhs. Look at this. What is the core shipping activity? 60.5. Other incidental activities 15,000. Now turnover का 0.25% से ज्यादा नहीं होना. So what is income का 2.5%? Check it. 60 lakh 50,000 0.25%. That is also exceeding 15,000. So in short, leave and ignore the incidental activity if it is up to 0.25% of the turnover. If it is more, it will become taxable. Clear to all of you? When tonnage tax company operates other ship, then usually separate books are maintained, and if common expenses are there, you can attribute depreciation also here and there. Because in tonnage income, 32 depreciation and all is assumed to be given like you do in presumptive taxation. 44 AD on your turnover, show 8% net profit. 92 mein all your expenses come. So just R for reading. Common cost, common depreciation. If you want, you can apportion. Effects of operating tonnage tax. If you are going for tonnage tax, all deductions under 30 to 43 assumed to be given. Sab mil gaya. And this is your income. You can't say, okay, I got 80 lakhs income just now. Out of that, I will deduct this expense and all. No. Depreciation will be deemed to be allowed. No other losses will be allowed to be set off. No ATC to ATU deductions. I hope I'm not going fast. It's a bada simple hai. Book profit of loss of activity shall be of a tonnage company shall be excluded in computation of the book profit. So for MAT and all, this is nothing to do. This will be taxed separately. Only tonnage income is taxable under business head. Relevant shipping income shall not be chargeable to tax. See, if tonnage income is taxable, relevant shipping income, which they said, is not chargeable to tax. The relevant kya hai? Books of accounts ka income is not taxable. In case relevant company is loss, ignore. Book के profit loss से कोई मतलब ही नहीं है. Brought forward losses before opting for tonnage shall be deemed to have been set off. They cannot be set off here. No losses you can set off. No ATC to ATU deductions. Business of operating qualifying ship is considered separate business, and separate books are maintained, and audit is mandatory. So even though you are going for tonnage tax, you have to maintain the books of accounts, you have to get it audited. But while calculating income and payment of tax, you can go for this scheme, which is optional. Like 44 AD, if you go for 44 AD and all, you don't have to maintain books. You don't have to get it audited. But here it is, you need to maintain separate books, and compulsory uska audit bhi hoga. ठीक है? Conditions to be fulfilled in opting. At least 20. Yeah, this part is important. My guessing, I am expecting a question from this. कि कितना आपको reserve में, like section 10 AA we did, SEZ and all. You have to transfer some amount to reserve. I need some 2 seconds pause. It's as if continuous I'm speaking. Advanced tax interest also much problems they didn't have to do. So it was like continuous speaking. So tonnage tax core part we have done. What are the conditions? How to calculate the income? 2 parts are clear. Now the next part is at least 20% of the book profit, not the relevant shipping income. 20% of the book profit from core activity, shipping activity, shall be transferred to tonnage tax reserve account. Reserve shall be utilized within a period of 8 years for acquiring new ship for the purpose of business of company, but it cannot be used other than declaration of dividend and profits or creation of asset outside India. Asset भी कहाँ लेना है आपको? इंडिया में. Within how many years? 8 years. Taxable or misuse. Wrong utilization of reserve. Instead of buying a ship, you gave dividend out of that. The year when you did wrong utilization, it becomes taxable. Non-utilization of reserve. Year immediately following the 8 years period. 8 years tak you did not buy the assets out of the reserve. 9th year it will become taxable. Sale or transfer of new ship which is acquired within 3 years. Exactly like ghar becho, ghar kharido, but the house purchase cannot be sold within 3 years. Otherwise, whatever capital gain exemption you have got in 54 will be revoked. So in the year of transfer of asset, it will become taxable. Once again, I want to repeat, 20% of the book profit from core and incidental activities, you have to transfer to the tonnage tax reserve account. This reserve you have to use in upcoming 8 years to purchase new asset in India. If it is not used 9th year, it will become taxable. If it is misused, given dividend and all, the year when you do misuse, it becomes taxable. And if it is new ship is purchased, but if it is sold within 3 years, it will become taxable. Now, amount taxable as income will be some formula. दीप्ति मैम के क्लास में कोई फॉर्मूला नहीं होते. So now, if you non-utilize or wrong utilize, or if you purchase the ship, then tonnage tax will become taxable. तो अब देखो, हम ऐसे एक एग्जाम्पल यहाँ मैं लिख रही हूँ. Total tonnage reserve is say 100. Your shipping income is say 20. Reserve misused, ऐसे reserve misused ले लेते हैं 30. So proportionate income will become taxable. 30 into 20 by 100. कितना आ रहा है? 30 into 20 by 100. 6 lakhs income will become. You write down the example. I'm telling you, these are like super scoring problems, and look at the watch. 50 minutes are over, 60 minutes and tonnage tax is over for your final exam. So I would not recommend you all to leave the topic. करके जाओ इसको. हाँ, do it in brief. No, don't go into much details. Which I said, read once for idea and leave, तो leave that. ये लिखो example. Is my writing clear or you want me to dictate? See in the chat box. I have to yet explain again. I just want you to scribble the. ये ना हमारी जो बुक आपको दी है ना मटेरियल, उसका पूरा 3D 5D मेकअप करना है. How comfortable I can make as a teacher. अरे चलो एग्जाम्पल भी प्रिंट कर दो बच्चों के लिए, फिर कौन लिखेगा एग्जाम? Yeah, no problem. See, I am saying write down total tonnage reserve is 100 rupees. I'm giving you some concepts, so 10 रुपए 2 रुपए करोड़ों में बात नहीं कर रहे. Total tonnage reserve. You know, you have to put in reserve 20% of the profit. Profit कितना भी है छोड़ दो. Minimum you have to put 20. So we have put 100 rupees in reserve. And that time, our shipping income was 20. I see, just an example I've taken. Obviously, shipping income can be more also. So just you have transferred to reserve. Total tonnage reserve is 100 and your relevant shipping income is 20 and misuse of the reserve is 30. So now, out of total reserve, shipping income, your reserve is 100. I know I've created reserve more than income, just essay. And your reserve, which is misused, this is misused or non-used or whatever, is 30. Into 20 by 100 you do, I will explain. You know what is the formula? Taxable income. TI, taxable income is 6 lakhs. Why? because you have misused the reserve, or you didn't use it for 8 years, or you have purchased a ship and sold it within 3 years. Now, non-utilization or wrong utilization और न्यू शिप, ये कितना हुआ है? आपका मिसयूज कितना हुआ है? 30 into relevant shipping income 20 divide by total tonnage reserve 100, so that is coming to 6 lakhs. This is the balance of your reserve account. But in that, how much is misused? 30. So if your income proportionate, which is misused, no, that much shipping income. Dekho, shipping relevant shipping income is 20. But in 100, 30% is misused, no? So your income's 30% will become taxable income. Clear or not? Amount of taxable income is reserve misused into relevant shipping income divided by total tonnage tax reserve. Now, above shall be reduced by proportionate tonnage income charged to tax in the year of creation of such reserve. So whatever income you are showing in that, this will also become taxable if earlier. This can happen any year. Okay, one more problem I'll create and show. Short creation of the reserve. Reserve is short create kiye. Then also it is wrong, no? Suppose your relevant shipping income is 100. Relevant shipping income is 100. So minimum reserve you have to create is 20%. 20. But you have created a reserve of say 8. So how much is the shortfall in the reserve? Shortfall 12. Correct hai ya nahi? Your income is 100. Minimum 20% you have to transfer to reserve. You created a reserve only of 8 rupees. So there's a shortfall 20 by minus 8, that is 12. Ab 100 is the income, reserve is 20. Now whatever is the shortfall, that will become taxable. But shortfall of not directly, it is like proportionate shortfall. Shortfall in the reserve to be created, that is 12. You can write the figure here, 12. Divide by minimum reserve 20 into the relevant shipping 100. कितना आ रहा है देखो? 12 into 100 divide by 20. 60. Clear? Relevant shipping income is 100. Minimum, at least you have to create a reserve of 20%. So if the shortfall is 12, proportionate to the shortfall, what is your income? That is going to become taxable. Shortfall 8 divide by minimum reserve 20 into relevant. So though your relevant income is 100, you will have to pay the taxable income as 60. Out of 160 to tax hoga, other than your tonnage tax, because you didn't fulfill the promise. Clear now? Chalo, very quickly, we'll do the rest part. Finished writing or not? Same kind of problems, like there are formulas, but you understand that relevant shipping company में इतना reserve होना था, तो the shortfall में कितना income will become taxable. Relevant shipping company, this was the reserve. Now shortfall में how much? So 12 we should write here, no? Shortfall में how much is the shortfall reserve? Shortfall reserve is 12. So 12 into 100 by 20. This will become taxable. 100 income mein reserve is 20. Shortfall reserve mein how much is income? 60. That 60 income will become taxable. One more example. Chalo na, we'll make you write. 1 minute. Last one for today. And then 10 minutes, this topic will be over. Are you all following? Anyone is having any doubt? Then ask me, please. Yes. Just on my own, I'm giving some data. तो लास्ट हमने प्रॉब्लम नंबर 4 किया है ना, प्रॉब्लम नंबर 4A कर लो ऐसे ही. प्रॉब्लम नंबर 4, this all the two calculations which I said are relevant shipping company, but 20% of book profit you have to transfer. Read please. Relevant shipping income ले लो 500 lakhs. Book profit 600 lakhs. Tonnage tax by some calculations say just you have paid 200 lakhs. Chalo, now what is the minimum transfer to tonnage tax reserve? Tell me all of you, dear students. Minimum transfer to tonnage tax reserve. I am waiting. I want answer from all of you. It's 20% of what? Relevant shipping income or book profit? Book profit. Book profit ka 20%. So what is book profit? 600. Uska 20%. That is 120 lakhs you have to transfer to reserve. Now suppose you have transferred to reserve. Transfer to reserve is 100 lakhs. Is it less than the 120? Yes. So proportionate income will become taxable. Relevant shipping income. Transfer to reserve is book profit. But now taxable will be your book ka income. Proportionate, relevant shipping income. Transfer to reserve is 100, which is less than 120%, no? So now what will be the taxable income? Taxable income. Relevant income is how much? 500 lakhs. Okay. And how much is the reserve required? 120 lakh. Clear or not? Reserve is of book profit, but relevant income is 500, reserve is 120. Now how much is the shortfall in the reserve? Shortfall 120 था लेकिन 100 ही किया 20. So that proportionate income will become taxable. shortfall. Check the formula. Turn back and check if my formula is correct or not. Shortfall into relevant income divided by minimum reserve. Shortfall 20 into 500 divided by 120. 20 into 500 divided by 120. $83.33. Your relevant income is how much, dear students? 500. Reserve was required 120, but there's a shortfall, no? 20. So proportionate shortfall reserve will become taxable. Taxable income will be 83.33. Ask if you have any doubts. I challenge कि ऐसे अगर आप एक ही घंटे में इतने ब्रीफ में पढ़ लेंगे तो नहीं आएगा एग्जाम, ऐसे कोई चांस ही नहीं. Next, misuse. This was reserve required, but reserve required is less. Okay. Now, reserve misused or reserve not created or reserve not created or reserve related assets sold in 3 years. ये कोई भी reason हो सकता है. Say reserve misused is 10 lakhs out of 120 lakhs. 120 lakhs ka reserve you have created, but 10 lakhs you misused, or you didn't buy the asset, or you purchased the asset and sold it within 3 years. Then same. Relevant income कितना है? 500. Reserve कितना है? 120. Misuse exactly same. Here shortfall, here misuse is how much? 10. So that will become taxable. Taxable income is equal to relevant income into misused reserve divided by minimum reserve. So 500 into 10 by 120. How much is it coming? Take your time, check at home. If you are not getting, ask me again. Proportionate income of shortfall or proportionate income of reserve misused, that income will become taxable. But these two calculations are on relevant income, and you have to put in reserve book profit ka 20%. I want message from all of you who all are doing live. समझ में आया या नहीं this calc? Without this also the chapter is over. Chapter was over in the first 15-20 minutes. This is the tonnage 70, 53, 49. Sorry, 70, then 53, 42, 29. This is the way pay the tax and it's over. Clear? Yes, ma'am. Done. And see, I have written the formula for the sake of scoring marks in exam. Did you get my secret? But before writing the formula, you can cross. I don't know. Have you all studied like this? I purchased an asset for 10,000 in the year 2001 and 2. That time index was 100. I've sold it in 21, 22. Abhi index is 317. So what was available in 100 has become 317. What was available in 10,000? This is the cost of acquisition. What will be the indexed cost of acquisition? 10,000 into 317 divided by 100. So like this, what I want to say, everywhere, wherever you feel there are formulas, there's a logic. If you understand this logically, you can write formula and do. Yahan bhi formula likha, but we have not learned the formula. Now 5 minutes more and tonnage tax is done. I hope you enjoyed this extra class. हाँ, transfer pricing बिल्कुल करना है, but उसके बीच में ये जरूरी है. Okay, now from here it is all reading. If you want to read, you can. Otherwise ये सब training की जरूरत है, छोड़ दो. Yeah, not more than 49% of net tonnage of qualifying ship operates during any previous year shall be chartered in. So, if you are taking rent pay or if you are giving rent pay, at least not more than 49%. That is at least 51% ship you should use. Just remember as point, calculation is not a part of your syllabus. You have to maintain separate books and get audited. ये point तो याद रखना है आपको. If qualifying company ceases to be qualifying ship, then tonnage tax scheme will cease. खत्म हो जाएगा. Or if reserve is for a period of 2 consecutive years, you did not create the reserve, gone. Failed to comply with the training requirement for 5 years, gone. Operates more than 49% for charter and gone. So these are all the cases when they will not operate. I think ये भी आप छोड़ सकते हैं. In amalgamation, for the remaining period, they will be allowed to be carried forward. They have given the example. And if two companies are merging, my 8 years are left. Okay, Sridevi, your 6 years are left. We are merging our company. Then for remaining 8 years, the new company can do tonnage. If you read it, you will get it. And in case of demerger, balance years. If 3 years are over, then remaining 7 years, you can go for tonnage scheme. Which one? Demerger mein one branch is there in Chennai that we have split and sent it to other company. So there remaining 7 years they can carry over. Okay? So that's all for tonnage tax. Okay? Wait, there are some instructions to be given, but as of now, this topic is over. You want any revision or all clear? It is applicable to Indian company whose poem is in India. At least one is qualifying ship. If they do chartering, renting out and all, it should be less than 49%. Core shipping business they should use, not ferries and installations and fishing and all, wo nahi applicable hai. And minimum 20% of the book profit you have to transfer to what did I say? To tonnage tax reserve. If you have transferred 20%, but then if it is misused or you didn't buy the asset in 8 years and all, it will become taxable. Okay. And if you have transferred less, you had to transfer 20%, but you did 15%. Then shortfall kitna hai? 5% se related relevant shipping income will become taxable. And how you have to pay the tax? Up to 1070 per ton, then it is 53, 42, 29. Here it is 1000, 10,000, 25,000 and above. Rounding off of the tons is done in 100. So like this, in 5 minutes we have revised this. Procedural part I told you, read and scratch. If you skip also that bare, chartered and all, no problem. Okay. So don't miss this topic. It is like super scoring if it comes. I understand that it is not coming. Every topic we are doing, equalization levy also, the crux part at least 4 times I have repeated. Rest, okay. I know that the portion is vast and someone was asking me weightage. I'll give you all the weightage mock test papers also we will solve. But right now, without fail, assessment procedure, reread it. Math related questions, what we have solved are quality good problems. That is covering all your adjustment. Charitable trust, 8 marks problem comes. And one more, in assessment procedure, section 147, income escaping assessment and search assessment is now merged, right or not? So that part you have to send the notice, you have to take the permission. So that 147's procedure which I have taught you, that is very important. So if this weightage wise, if you want to revise again the old lectures, these are the lectures you should revise until now. And non-resident, I told you problems of non-resident, especially for the non-resident sportsman, entertainer, whatever income they're earning in India, it's taxable at 20%. Non-resident income, whenever they pay tax in India or even TDS deducted, it has to be with thesis. So 20.8%. So like this, just important things which are already told to you chapter wise. Okay? That's all. And if you have any doubt, comment below the video if you are watching it as recording. will surely clear your doubt. In the description, Telegram link is also there. If you want, you can join the Telegram group, and there you can post all your doubts, and I will definitely clear it with a voice note for sure. ठीक है, right?